Hey guys, how's it going today? Today I wanted, this is a little bit different video, which I think is good. I want to introduce myself. My name's Lee Irvin. I own Irvin Lawn Service. I wanted to give y'all a backstory of me introducing myself to the YouTube community, the lawn care side of it and everything. I wanted to go back and tell y'all how I got started and to where I am in my business today. Kind of just give y'all, overall, there's going to be parts in it and everything that I'm going to give more details later on down the road. This is kind of just like an oversee of how I started and how I am to where I am today, 16 years in the business. So starting off, I didn't come from the greatest family, and I know there's a lot of other people that has the same story. My childhood wasn't that great. I moved out of my mom and dad's when I was 15 years old, and moved from friends to friends, and still went to school. Still graduated high school and everything. There were some doubtfuls in my family saying I would never amount to anything. Very harsh, hateful comments. And so, starting off, I worked at Jack's there in our town. It's a restaurant, a fast food restaurant. Jack's, everybody knows it in the South, So I worked there from 16 until pretty much I graduated high school. And then started working for a chicken restaurant called Guthrie's, and it's based out of, I think they started in Haleyville. They had some in Jasper, and they got some all over in Tuscaloosa and stuff now. They franchised out. I worked there and I became the manager. I became the manager of that restaurant. And, looking where I'm at today, these little jobs that I had as I was getting older really helped as far as my managing life goes. So, then I worked, a couple of odd and end jobs still, Home Depot. I tried to sell cars, and, I can't sell a car for nothing. It's hard to lie when them suckers are, they upsell them, So, wasn't a good salesman, far as selling cars and stuff, later on down the line, I got pretty good at it because the products that I'm selling and, my labor and all that, so more realistic type stuff, even though cars are, but, so, after that, I worked construction. I did construction surveying, worked for a big company. They took me and my wife to, and my son. So I have 3 sons, me and my wife do. We've been married 18 years. Perfect relationship. I love my wife to death. She gave me 3 beautiful boys. I have a 17-year-old. I have a 9-year-old, and I have an 8-year-old. I wanted a girl, so we went back to back on the last 2. So, hey, he gave me another boy. So, what can you say? I guess that's going to work out later on in life with the working, So, but yeah. All right, so did construction surveying. Did that for it's like all the way. I think I did it for probably 2 years. I think 2 years, and in 2008, the economy hit the first time, and I lost my job. They laid me off. Came home, and they treated me pretty good. I ran the crew. That's why they sent me down to, because we were based out of Birmingham. Then they had a project come up down in Pensacola, and we did it was called the scrubber projects for Alabama Power. So it was a concrete division side of it and everything. So I did all the surveying for them and everything. So they sent us down to Pensacola. I stayed down there a couple months. I ran the job. So I come home, and I told my wife, I was like, we saved up a little money. They were paying our bills and everything while we're out of town, giving us per diem and all that. So I I told my wife, we got home, I was like, I'm gonna start a lawn care business. I'm gonna cut grass, and on the side until something comes up. I get another surveying job or something. So I did that, and I borrowed my wife's granddad's lawnmower. It was just old tractor style Craftsman lawnmower. I mean, it did pretty good, I mean, I didn't have anything, I bought a weed eater, and I used a broom at first, and then we got a blower, but that's how we started out. I mean, we had to start somewhere, And so I picked up a couple jobs, got it, and, putting out, I started off, putting stuff in mailboxes, and they stopped me one day and said, "Oh, you can't do that. It's against the law." I was new in it. I was new in the game. So I'm just telling y'all how I started from the beginning, scratch the surface, And so then I started, sticking them in the doors, and everything. So before door hangers, which slide them in the door, my business card or whatever. So I picked up a couple jobs like that. It was really good. And so then he let me borrow his, he had a Dixon zero turn, and that pretty much changed the game a little bit, So, I ran it for a couple months, and I was able to save up enough. I bought my own zero turn. And it was just an old cheap one. I mean, it was new, but I bought it from Home Depot. It was old Cub Cadet. And then I bought a Aaron's, which was a 60-inch. The first one was like a 48-inch deck, Cub Cadet zero turn. Then I bought an Aaron's 60-inch deck. And it had a heavier duty deck on it and everything. Until this day, that was like the second lawnmower I ever bought. My buddy got it from me, and he still runs that same Aaron's till this day. It was a good lawnmower. I wish I still had it. I mean, it lasted, and he's still cutting his yard with it today. And that thing's got to be, 12, 13 years old. So, yeah, I wish I had it. So after that, I got a job at a coal company here in town and everything, pretty good sized coal company, and I ran a rock truck. So I had my lawn business going, and I had about 10, 15 yards, but, here's the real thing about it. When you have kids and a wife, and you have to depend on them, I mean, they're depending on you to take care of them. And the husband's duty is to work. By all means. So I got a job working for them, driving a rock truck at night. And I'm not a night person guy. I mean, my wife will tell you, when the sun goes down, these eyelids go, they go down too. I like to sleep. I mean, I'll get up early. As early you can get. But I'll go to bed early too. So, doing that on night shift and everything. And, because you got kids and everything, I mean, they got doctors, visits, you got to have insurance. I didn't have no insurance with my lawn business, It was very, very, very struggle, So, working at nights. And my wife, she used to be a nurse. Once we started having our kids and everything, she became a stay-home mom, and it's great. She's terrific. She handles all that part of it and everything, and I go to work. So, that could put a little bit more on my shoulders or whatever, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Everything that I've done, in life, I wouldn't change it for the world. So, all right, running the night shift, cutting grass during the day. And then sometimes it would be, we work 60 hours a week in the mines. So, we work 8 hours on Saturday. Well, right when we get off work on Saturday, I started finding help because I had so many yards. We would cut like 25, 30 yards a weekend with 4 guys. I'd put 4 guys out there, and we would go and cut grass every weekend. And I did that for 7 years probably, with the other jobs that I pick up on down the road, not just the coal company. I did that for a year and a half, and then I got another job again doing surveying. I saw online they were, putting applications out for a surveyor in Birmingham. So, but still had my lawn business ever since. So when we started it, we have never quit it. So then I went to surveying. I started working over there, and there was times that was hard that I couldn't get to the jobs and everything. So my wife, she is a trooper. I'm talking about. I mean, you want a hard-working woman? I got one. She used to do right back here behind me. She did about an acre garden by herself. She fed 5 families out of that garden. I mean, she is a trooper. So, yeah, she ran my business for like a year and a half. Just her. I'd go to work. The kids would go to school and everything. And we only have one kid then. There's a 9-year difference between our oldest and then our other 2. And she did it for a year and a half by herself. I was like, holy smokes. And she kept it going. She killed it, And a lot of the people around loved it because they had a woman out there cutting their grass or whatever. But I mean, we picked up even more work. I mean, she was growing the company, And so she did that for about a year and a half, and then I was able to hire a couple young guys to take that off of her, And even though she could handle it, she didn't have a problem handling it, I just wanted her to, I've always wanted not make my wife work hard or whatever. She, I might not have been raised that way because of the family that I grew up in or whatever, but take care of your women, take care of your wife, So they might have to take care of you down the road, so you better take care of them now. So yeah, that's just a little thing or whatever. But she is a trooper though. So that went on. She did that for a year and a half, and then I hired two young guys or whatever, and I let them run my business or whatever. So, but my business kept growing, and I was doing the surveying. So I worked a regular 40, 50 hour a week job, and I had them guys doing it. But my business just kept growing and growing. I was picking up more jobs. And so, but the hardest thing ever had to happen. Yes. I had to go into the office and talk to the owner of the company that I've been at for several years, surveying for him, running the crew, had a couple guys under me, getting tasks done, for my crew of the surveying division and stuff. And I had to go and tell my owner, the owner of the company, that I got to leave. He didn't like it. He tried to do everything he could to keep me there. But I just couldn't. I was like, look, man, I can't manage my business and help you with yours. I'm killing my business, and my business has awesome opportunities to keep growing. So that was one of the hardest things that I ever did, is leaving a very good company. I love them to this day. I can go in there and talk to them today. I love everyone, and we left on great terms, as much as terms that we could. I gave my 2-week notice. I worked it out, and I think I might have had to work, a couple more days or whatever, and just so they make sure they got everything lined up. But great company. I love them. I miss surveying. I miss surveying more than anything. So it's always been a passion of mine too. Grass cutting and surveying. I know I think I used to get grounded a lot when I was a kid because I wouldn't cut grass. And then here I am. I cut grass every day for people. Strange how life works. But see, what I wanted to tell y'all too is, when I went completely full time cutting grass, if you don't think that is stressful and hard, it's not easy. I got a wife. I got 3 kids. I got a mortgage. I got car payments. Bills, all kinds of bills. Before I even went full time, my kids are in private school. So that cost. And so here I am going to take a leap of faith and tell my wife, hey, I'm going full time. Could you imagine the stress she had and the stress that I had? So I'm just telling you, there was a lot of tension in the house. But we survived. And we're still surviving. I mean, for the last 7 years, I've been on my own. But you don't think there's still a little stress in this head? There is. There really is. You know? But we're doing great. We're very blessed. Repeating customers every year. I pick up new customers. I don't do much advertising. It's all word of mouth. You know, if you do what you say you're going to do, show up when you say you're going to show up, it's great. I mean, it really helps. So, I wanted to let y'all know that. It can be very stressful and very scary to take that leap. But let me tell you, if you believe in yourself and you're a hard worker, you can do it. Anybody can do it. And believe me, I was the scaredest one. That means it was 9 years of me running my business before I finally took the chance and the opportunity to run my business full time. Yes, I worked several jobs and still doing my lawn business because I was scared to take the leap. Looking back at it now, I wish I would have took it sooner because my business would be so much even more, you know. But this is reality. You know, it's always have that, you know, assuring that you get a check every week, you know. In this lawn care game, there's no retirement. I am the retirement. There's no, you know, I'm guaranteed a check every week. If I don't go out there and perform and I don't find work for me and Roberto, there's no check coming in that week. So yes, it is very stressful, but rewarding if you can do it. You make a lot more money than you do at your regular job. So that'll take a little stress down, you know. But you got insurance you got to pay for yourself. You need to start throwing money back in your 401k, you know, for yourself. So when you get older, and I plan on doing this until I've seen guys around here in town. They're 60 years old and they're still out cutting grass. Makes it look bad if I don't. I got to tell my wife, hey, I'm probably going to retire at 50. And she'd be like, no, you ain't. I know what's his name over here. He's nearly 60 years old and he's still cutting several yards. No, you're going to still cut grass. And I'm okay with it because I enjoy it. I have found something in life that I enjoy. And it's hot. In the summertime, it's the hottest it can be. You feel like you're about to pass out. I have twice. So, yeah. But it's very rewarding and stressful. But if you can do it and you believe, you can make it happen. So I wanted to go on here and tell y'all, you know, who I am. So I've owned it for 16 years. I just now started my YouTube channel, you know, Ray at Ray Lawn and Landscaping. I've been commenting on his channel for a while back, and he said, you need to start a channel. He shouted me out a couple days ago. Thank you so much, Ray. I really do appreciate it. You know, so I love watching these channels, and I should have started a long time ago, but you know, my problem is, you know, I'm always scared what to say, or I'm nervous on the camera. And so here I am here lately. I'm just easy going to talk to on the camera or whatever, but it ain't. It's very hard. But I want to be part of the lawn care community too, because I have so much passion for it. And I watch it every single night. Several YouTube channels I watch every night. I love cutting grass so much. I dream cutting grass. I work all day long cutting grass. I come home and I watch YouTube watching cutting grass. And my wife's like, you're crazy. But no, I'm ate up by it. And I've been ate up by it for years. So, just wanted to tell y'all who I am. Be a lot more channel, videos coming. You know, we got some exciting things coming up all the time. We've been just a maintenance company for the longest, and we are finally doing landscaping because I bought these Chinese equipments. And a lot of people have bad thoughts about these Chinese equipments, but, you know, they're working good for me. From where I was to where I am now, spending a little bit of money on machines like that I can do instead of having a shovel or whatever, it's great. The mini skid steer does perfect. I bought a dump trailer. It has the low, rails on it so it ain't so high, and I can dump that thing over there in there, you know. So, and you know, the mini X, it'll dig up trees, as you see in my last video, crepe myrtles, bushes, all that. And it just saves from having to try to dig it out with a shovel or whatever, you know, and working my guys to death. You know, I want to take it easy on them. So if I can, buying a little, you know, little machines or whatever. And you know what's great about it, I can stick it on my lawn trailer. Both machines, get on my lawn trailer, go to the job, and make money. I make really good money, and I make really good money at landscaping. And I never dreamed, or I never thought that I can make as much as I do. I've just been cutting grass. So the opportunities are even more out there for me. And so, and with that being said, you know, if any of my customers are watching this and everything, thank you so much for Urban Lawn Service, the service your property. It's been a blessing. Y'all have took care of my family more than you can think of. Thank you so much. And we really do appreciate it. Now, thank y'all for watching my channel. Please support. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. That's my goal. Like everybody has goals, I have goals in life too. You know, I love cutting grass. I want to get so many customers. I want to do so many landscaping jobs. I want to take my wife on great vacations, take my kids with us on great vacations and everything, and you know, go to my kids' baseball games, football games. You know, it's all about family, and that's why I do this. And so, for me to work by myself or work, you know, have my own company or whatever. You know, I want to benefit from it, from, you know, going and experience stuff with my family. So, thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, put a comment down on any suggestion, anything. And like I said, I will get more and more detail who I am and what I've done. So please stay tuned in. The channel is new, and I want to grow it. And that's what I'm here to do. So, thanks again. Y'all have a great day. God bless.